Hi everyone, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about this shawl that I've knitted. Well, I've knitted two of them already. I'm kind of going through a scarf shawl knitting uh, time. But I found this one, which is beautiful. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's called the Kuura Shawl by Milia Wimonen. I believe her name is. I'm not sure if I say it right. Um, but I found it and I really wanted to knit it. Um, However, it was a bit difficult to read the pattern. As you can see, you've got charts, and I'm not a big fan of charts, especially this first one was really tricky for me to read. So I just wanted to tell you how I managed with it. This is the first one I knitted. It's in James C. Brett 20% wool, and this is where I made the mistake while I was learning the pattern. But it looks like this. It's huge, but I love it. The color also, I love it. And the pattern gives you instructions, and now that I know how to work it, I kind of understand. You start right here. This is a bit of a tricky part because you start with 3 and then you end up with 9 stitches, and then you continue with the charts. So I'm going to show you in a second how to do that, and then it goes through sections. So you start with the beginning, and then you end up with these holes on the sides. But there are 3 charts. This is the second chart, and I had to count a lot. I have a lot of notes, but it's nice, and I'm happy I finally managed to understand it, and I want to share it with you all. I hope you like it. This is it, my shawl, and I'm using circular needles, very long ones, because this shawl is gonna end up being quite long, and you want to have enough cable for it. I use this James C. Brett again, Legacy, and I used 3 skeins of 50 grams each, which was enough. I was left with some, but it didn't end up as big as my white one. But this wool is 100% wool. This yarn is 100% wool. It's called the Legacy. It tells you to work it with 4mm, I believe. I think I use 4.5. It doesn't really matter. The lace is going to become a bit looser, but I really like the end product, so it's nice. But this is all you need to begin with: your pattern, your wool, and your needles. And I usually keep these tags, so I know what I used for my shawls, and I put them on the side on my notes. But yeah, here it is, and let's get started. So you want to start with a cast on, and for the beginning part of it, I use double pointed needles because it's a bit flimsy, and you only have three stitches to work with at the start. But you want to cast on 3, and then you want to work 6 rows of garter stitch, and I'm gonna speed that up because I'm sure you know how to work the garter stitch. Okay, here we are. After working 6 rows, you end up with 3 ridges, and it says that you need to rotate your piece 90 degrees, yarn over, pick up a stitch and yarn over again. So you have the 3 stitches that you worked on, a yarn over, then you pick up a stitch in the middle of the side of your work, then another yarn over, and then it says there again, rotate 90 degrees again and pick up 3 stitches. So you end up with 9 stitches all together, kind of like you keep going around your work. And I'll show you once I've done the stitches that it looks like half a circle, and that's the beginning of the shawl. And you start here and you end up with that massive, beautiful, lacy shawl. It's quite amazing. But I like it. Then we're gonna set up. So the setup row 1 says knit all stitches, and because we just have a small work now, that's why it's good with double pointed needles. So work out, knit all stitches is gonna make a garter stitch. There's no purling yet. Here we go. Now I have 9 stitches, and the next row, row number 2, is the row where you place the markers. I knitted 3, yarn over, then I place a marker, and I use these markers. I believe I bought them from Amazon. Then you knit 3 again, then you place the second marker, then you yarn over and knit 3. And this is kind of where you start the increases for the shawl. And you want to look at chart number 1 for this, because it's kind of where it starts. Set up row number 3. Now we start purling, so knit 3, which is the garter stitch border, and then the stitch that we increased, that we made, we purl it, then pass the marker, knit 3 again in the middle, pass the marker again, purl the yarn over that we did in the previous row, and knit 3, which is the other part of the border, the other side of the shawl. Then row number 4, it says that it corresponds with the first row of the chart, and here we start the chart, which I struggled to read, but now I know what it means, and I just want to talk to you through it. So let me just show you the chart here, and fold this so you can see it all better. Here we go. So the first 3 stitches that we see here are the garter stitch. Then the stitches in the middle are the stitches between the garter stitch and the marker, and then the stitches between the marker are the stitches on the stitches before the 3 stitches before the marker are the garter stitch. The 1 stitch that we increased is the stitch in the middle, and then the stitches between the markers are the stitches on the left. So the part that we're going to be working on is the V in the middle, and for our shawl this is going to be double. I hope it makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense in my head, but I'm going to talk you through. So we knit 3, and now we're in the middle section, which says yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, pass the marker, knit 3. So that's the chart done once, and then there goes chart. We work the chart once, and now we have to work the middle section again, There we go, counting all stitches. So slip the marker, then yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and knit 3 stitches, which is the other side of the shawl. So this chart is the right and the left side of the shawl. Then for the next row, we have to work the garter stitch border and purl the stitches before and after the markers. So knit 3, purl 3, slip the marker, knit 3, which is the middle of the shawl, slip the marker, purl 3, which is the left side of the shawl, and knit 3, which is the left garter edge. And every other row we increase on the sides and in the middle, and those circles on the squares, they're increases. So the next row is knit 3 stitches, yarn over, knit the 3 stitches in the middle, 3, yarn over again, pass the marker, knit the garter stitch in the middle, pass the marker again, yarn over, knit 1, 2, 3, yarn over again, and work the left side garter stitch. And this is row number 3 in our chart on the right side. On the wrong side, we're going to purl the stitches between the garter stitches, the garter borders. We have 3 garter sections, which is first 3, middle 3, and last 3, or right and left 3. Purl 4, slip the marker, knit 3, slip the marker again, purl 4, and knit 3. Now we have to do another increase row, row number 5, knit 3, yarn over, knit 5, yarn over, slip the marker, knit 3, slip the marker again, yarn over, knit 5, yarn over, knit 3. Now this is where I made the mistake on my other shawl. So the next section I purled instead of knitting, but the dots, they show you that it on the right side it has to be a purl, which means on the wrong side you have to knit. It made a bit of a difference on my shawl, but on this dark red one, it looks much better if I did the ridges as a garter stitch. So on the wrong side of the work, for row number 6, we're gonna knit 3, and then I'm gonna knit through the stitches, there's 7 of them now. Then I'm gonna pass the marker, work the garter stitch in the middle, pass the marker again, and knit through the 7 stitches, which will make a ridge or a garter stitch look on the right side. And Now we're gonna do another increase row, which is row number 7, and I'm gonna go as far as row number 12, I think, because the rest is not that hard. So knit 3, yarn over, knit 7, yarn over, pass the marker, knit 3, the garter section in the middle, pass the marker, yarn over, knit 7, yarn over, knit 3, and for the wrong side we're gonna do knit stitches again to make another ridge. You can see here the garter stitch is not as big yet for you to see, but you'll see soon. So now you want to, this is not the next one is not an increase row. The next one is just going to be the knit stitches, which will make a second ridge on the right side of the on the right side of the work. Sorry. So knit 3. Sorry about the blurriness. I think the camera's focusing on the chart better than on my hands. Knit 3, and then knit through all the stitches, which I believe are 9 now. Pass the marker, garter stitch section in the middle, pass the marker again, chart section, knit all stitches, and knit the garter stitch section on the other side. And this was row number 8. Now row number 9, it's a complicated one, but it's what makes the holes on our shawl. And you working the edge, the garter stitch section on the right edge, which is knit 3. Then the pattern tells us, sorry, it's a bit of a, here we go. Then the pattern tells us yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then knit 2 together. And I did them through the back loop because it just felt easier. Yarn over again, knit 2 together, yarn over again, knit 2 together, and keep going until the marker, always ending with the yarn over. And what this makes, when we knit it together we decrease 1, but when we do a yarn over we increase 1. So we have the same number of stitches, but we will have the holes which make a nice design. So we do the same on the other side, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and all the way to the end. And I have to say, these increases and decreases, they make my hand hurt, especially my left hand. It gave me quite a lot of pain, so I couldn't do too much of the knitting. I don't know, it's kind of like a pressure on my fingers, but anyway, now we're ready for row number 10, which on the right side is gonna be purls. So on the wrong side we're gonna do knitting. So we work the garter stitch section, then we knit all through the stitches, including the yarn overs, all the way to the end. now we got to the end of the row, and you can see the holes. Obviously when you wash and block your shawl, it's gonna look a lot better than when you're knitting. But we're going for the next row, which is another row of increases, and it's row number 11. And what we do in this row is increase at the beginning and at the end of each chart section, in between the garter sections. So knit 3, yarn over, knit to the marker, but do a yarn over before you slip the marker. Yarn over, slip the marker, knit 3, the garter stitch in the middle, slip the marker, yarn over, knit all the way to the garter stitch edge, do a yarn over, and then knit 3 as your garter stitch section. So here we are at the end of row number 11. Row number 12 is again knit all stitches on the back side to make another ridge, but here you can see the holes and you can see the increases. It looks really nice, especially when you have a lot done on the shawl. But yeah, you can see the chart on your work. Row number 12, so we're gonna knit 3, the garter stitch section, then we're gonna knit through the rest of the stitches, which will make pearls on the right side of the work, and then it's gonna be the I don't know what I should call it, the mountain decreases and increases, which are really nice as well. They're not very hard, and I didn't film that because it's easy, and I believe that I covered the basics of the chart, so I think that now you know how to work the chart. The only complicated stitch that we have there is the one in the middle, which looks like 3 lines down in one, and that's slip 2 stitches together knitwise, slip the next stitch, and then we knit all of them through the back loop. It's a decrease, central double decrease, which makes the work look like they're knitting each other, and there's just one knit stitch going up. But here it is, the mountain, and the mountains and the valleys, I guess. It's not hard. Is knit one? No, it's yarn over, knit 1. I'm gonna do a knit 3, then yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 4, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna slip 2 stitches as if to knit. There it is. Slip 2 stitches together as if to knit, slip 1, and knit all of them through the back loop. It's a central double decrease. Now you can use a different decrease if you want. It will just make a different pattern, a different look. But sorry, I didn't really focus on my videos here. But you slip 2, slip another 1, and knit all 3 through the back loop. Then we're gonna knit 4 again, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, pass the marker, and knit 3, the garter stitch section in the middle, and do the same on the other side. Slip the marker, knit 4, slip 2 stitches as if to knit, slip another one, so slip 2 stitches as if to knit, slip another one, and knit all 3 of them through the back loop, and that's the central double decrease, which looks really nice on the shawl. For the wrong side rows, every other row is just going to be knit stitch purl stitches, which makes knit stitches on the right side of the row. So we don't do any more bumps. We just keep going until the end, until we finish our chart. And here we are with our second chart. And when you finish your first chart, you're going to start on your second chart, which you're going to repeat 4 times. And this is my work after I finish the mountain and the valleys. I'm at the peak of the mountain, as you can see here, and I'm ready to start chart number 2. The shawl is quite small now, but don't worry, it will get so big that it's going to be hard to carry around. But here we go. It's the same as the first chart, but bigger. So we have the garter stitch sections, the one on the right and the one in the middle, and then we have the chart for our increases and decreases, and there are the holes. On this section we're going to have 2 rows of the whole pattern, and then we're going to have 3 mountain peaks on the first time we work the chart. There are 12 stitches that are going to repeat in the middle, and we're going to repeat them 3 times in the second time we work the chart. Then on the third time we work the chart, we're going to repeat them 5 times, and on the 4th time we work the chart, we're going to repeat them 7 times, which will make 7 peaks. So 3 peaks to start with, 5 peaks, and 7 peaks on our last repeat, and so on, if you want to keep going with your shawl and make it a lot bigger. But make sure your stitches match and you counted all of them, and then repeat it once, twice, or 3 times, however much you want. And then you're gonna have to switch to chart number 3, which is like chart number 2, but the difference is between the peaks of the mountains. We have more increases and decreases, so more holes in our work, which will make our shawl have those peak edges. So when you block it, you're gonna have the peak edges on the side. That's the only difference between the charts. But other than that, they work the same, and it's not hard. Here is the shawl, the photo of the shawl that she has in the pattern, and as you can see, there's chart number 1 with 2 peaks, 1 peak on each side, which we worked. Then you have 3 peaks, 5 peaks, 7 peaks, and 9 peaks, and then you end up with the chart number 3. But I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.